Extras.
A lot of people ask about the stats on the suit of armor LittleOne crafted out of dragon scales shed by his mother, and I couldn't find it in my notes anywhere. I damned well better have info on all the loot I create, but when I was relying on hand-typed notes as we played, it was hard to keep up with all the party's incessant item crafting. Our game runs much more on trusting the players than on active tracking and enforcement of everything by the game master, because I don't want all that bookkeeping. It's made tricky by the fact that with our rules for adding enchantments to magic gear and Draven's cost-reducing feats, even the items can change over time, the same way characters level up. But I asked him, and apparently at the time of crafting, it was a +3 dragon scale plate of blurring, which, as he admits, he virtually never remembers to activate the blurring property. And, in this case, when I say dragon scale, we all agreed to have it work like, and cost like, a suit of mithril full plates to be useful to him. The actual benefit of using those dragon scales he collected, apart from the obvious thematic awesomeness, is that for an item crafted by LittleOne, those scales would count as an item of power. If you'll recall, I made any magic item with a book value of 35k or more require an item of power in its crafting. What constitutes an item of power is not strictly defined, but it's got to be something special, like a dragon's heart or the hands of a monitor. They did get Mordeval's eye, which counted as an item of power, but it has the flaw that the 3-foot diameter iron-like eyeball has to be an intact part of the item. If you use a dragon's heart to forge a sword, that heart is being crushed or distilled or burned or just magically merged into the blade. But your super dragon sword +4 doesn't have like this bloated dragon's heart hanging off of it. Mord's eye, you are stuck with that 3-foot sphere as part of your final product. So probably not earrings. On a side note, Rainbowdash's barding, her armor, was actually light chain, like the huge 6-legged horse version of a chain shirt, rather than the AT-AT looking heavy plate I drew. First off, my art skills are limited, and when I came up with something I liked, I was going to go with that. But mainly, I started from her magic helm, the one they got from Face Crusher, and the riding platform on the back, and I just made the rest match that look. There's actually a strong disincentive to give a mount, even a giant battle mount, heavy armor, because it reduces their movement speed, both in combat and over land, and what do you really want out of a mount? Speed. I know some people really wanted the stats on Rainbowdash, so blah. If you're one of those people, you can pause here. It's nothing really special. Of course, this doesn't include her growing collection of equipment, as LittleOne continued to pimp his ride over time. So we have another awesome group of TDDC Orcs, resulting in a disappointing orc fight. Again. If I'm setting an ambush in open terrain, there's got to be a chance for keen-eyed heroes to spot it, and spotting it really messed up that fight, though, ironically, if it had gone off properly, it would have cut short the awesome orc pre-fight dialogue. But I also messed up with the positioning again. I started Hag a little too far away, too far back, and it really messed up her first round move, too. She had some really strong maneuvers that she didn't last nearly long enough to use. Just because it's probably not that clear from my art, orcs in the TDDC world all have green skin, but also green hair, often the same shade as their skin color. When I describe and show orcs with anything other than skin green hair, it's because those individuals use some kind of natural dye, basically for vanity reasons, just like humans. There is a mineral that can be found in the desert which can bleach the green out of hair, though more common is a charcoal compound many use to dye their hair black. A very common color among humans, and some of the other humanoids, but still a bit of an exotic look for a green-haired orc. All this is to say that, yes, I specifically and intentionally gave Ein and Hag green roots. course, the real surprise was what happened to Hag. Admittedly, I always knew there was a reasonable chance they'd kill her, but I would have given 3 to 1, 4 to 1 odds that LittleOne would have recruited her, and she would have been pretty easily swayed, though, admittedly, an easy-to-turn ally is not a particularly loyal ally. I don't have much more to say about their argument over killing her, though. I basically put it all in the video, minus some repetition and off-topic stuff. We're 2 episodes into Anime Indecision 2015, the videos where I discuss anime series with my sister Orestria. There should be links all over the video and down below, but also, if you've seen any of the series we've covered so far, try checking out our quick little spoiler corner videos. My friend Launchpad says they are awesome, and he's usually right when he's calling me awesome. If you want to support Tales from my D&D campaign, and maybe other projects I think you guys would like, consider making a pledge at patreon.com/Demonac. You choose the monthly amount, and you can cancel at any time. Every contribution is appreciated, but if you donate even $1 per month, you can download the TDDC Vampire King theme and Orc theme MP3s, just as a little thank you. Of course, one of the best and cheapest ways you can help out is to share TDDC, Mini Tales, or Anime Indecision with any friends, anybody you think might enjoy them. And don't forget to like these videos.